Getting to the Atlas Plateau should be one of the easiest things you do in this game. All you have to do is progress through the game naturally. But just in case you don't know, which is unlikely since the game's been out for a couple years already, but there's only 3 ways to enter the Atlas Plateau. The first one, I'm sure, is the most common, collecting the 2 halves of the Dectus medallion. You need to go to Fort Haight in Eastern Limgrave. If you go inside Fort Haight and up the ladder at the top, there'll be a chest at the top with half of the medallion. The other half of this medallion is in Fort Faroth in Caelid. Just run inside the fort, past all of the enemies, and climb the ladder at the back of the room. At the top of the ladder, there'll be a chest with the other half of the medallion. And now, with both halves of the medallion, all you need to do is go over to the Dectus lift and use the medallion to go to the Atlas Plateau. The next way to get to the plateau requires a bit more work, depending on your level, since you'll need to kill a boss. At the ruin-strewn precipice, you need to climb the ladder on your left and then run into the open area and go up the elevator on your right. Then just run through the mine while ignoring the enemies and sticking to the left side. You'll end up outside and there'll be a grace on your right. Now go up the elevator and run past all of the enemies and climb the ladder at the back. From here, you just run to the back right and go up the ladder once more. Then run around the path and climb the ladder once more. Luckily, this is the last ladder, so just run straight to the back past the enemies and go up the elevator. There's obviously a grace here, so rest, then go into the boss room. You'll have to fight Magma Worm Makar, which is an easy boss, but it might be a problem if you're a low level. When I'm a low level, I always just rot him and run around until he dies. Once he does die though, you can just go up the elevator and you'll be at the Atlas Plateau. The last way is actually pretty annoying. From the schoolhouse classroom site of Grace in the Raya Lucaria Academy, you need to go down the giant water wheel, and at the bottom you'll see a abductor virgin, and you need to die by being eaten by it. This clearly only works for virgins, so everyone watching this video is no doubt fine to do this. Once you spawn in, you'll be at an isolated part of Volcano Manor. You can teleport away, so you'll have to at least progress to the next grace to get out here. To do so, you need to run to the back left of this place, ignoring the giant bats, and enter the cave at the back. You need to run through the cave and drop down onto the platforms at the back. Hopefully, you stay out of the lava. Then you'll need to drop down some more platforms until you reach an actual building.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
I am dead inside.
Then you'll just have to run up the stairs and get the grace, and once you rest, you can either teleport away or continue on. If you decide to continue on, you'll need to drop down onto the ground on your left. Then head across the pillars into the cave. At the back of the cave, you'll fall down into a cavern below. Just go and enter the boss room. You'll have to fight 2 abductor virgins. The virgin killers here are quite annoying, but as I'm sure everyone knows, you just need to hit them when they open their chest cavities. But once they die, you can finally exit their cave, and you'll be out in the Atlas Plateau. Those are the only 3 ways to get into the Atlas Plateau. Obviously, the best way is getting the medallion, then going through the ruin-strewn precipice, then going through the abductor virgins. It gets progressively more annoying to do further down the list. But anyway, if you guys watched until this point, then thanks for sticking around. And if you found this helpful, or if you think getting abducted by the Virgin Slayers is annoying, then please consider giving this video a like and subscribing. It would really help out the channel and mean a lot to me. That's about it. Until next time.